This is Jered Pendleton, and April 5th, 2008, he turned 18. He went out that night to celebrate, but he would never make it home. This is all taking place in Goodyear, Arizona. So he reportedly went to a house party that night, and there was alcohol being served, and his toxicology report would show alcohol in his system. Now, he was at this party until the early morning hours of April 6th, and police got a shots fired call in the area. So they came, and once they got into that area, a few of the partygoers, including Jered, left. I'm assuming he's an 18-year-old kid. He's underage. He probably didn't, want to get in trouble and want to get caught, so he ran away. Now, among the first to arrive at this shots fired call was Officer Hardin and Sergeant Castillo. I'm just going to refer to them as Officer and Sergeant to distinguish the two. So they must not have conducted much of an investigation because they didn't stay long. And so then the officer left first and the sergeant was following behind him. Now, the officer was driving and he says he was looking down at his, computer in his car when he ran over something and continued to go. The sergeant who was coming behind him comes to the same part of the road and sees a person laying in the road, has to swerve to avoid him, then stops, goes to this person, doesn't render aid, uses his personal cell phone to call 911, then calls Officer Hardin on his personal cell phone, not using any sort of police communication system whatsoever. And Officer Hardin, then from what we now know the conversation to be, he says, "Hey, Sarge, I think I might have hit that kid." Now, I don't really know what happens directly after that, but I do know that Officer Hardin took that vehicle home that night and he washed it. It wasn't until 3 days later that that vehicle was brought back and inspected. And during that, they found blood and a shoe print on the outside tire wall of the left rear tire, both of which belonged to Jered. And then get this part. May 2009, which is a year later, Jered's mom is reading an article in the Southwest Valley Republic that says that Goodyear police had something to do, had been involved in her son's murder and were attempting to conceal their involvement. In 2011, his mom filed a wrongful death suit and that was settled out of court. So Jered's death was in 2008. Now, Officer Hardin started with the Goodyear police in 2006, and that was because he had been fired from the Avondale police for causing 2 wrecks. Now, from what I see, Officer Hardin is still on duty. He did cause a wreck in 2012 that cost taxpayers $3,700. So it's obvious that this guy is not a very good driver. And Jered's case is now with the Maricopa County Sheriff's Department.